bro. Like straight up,
For
bro.
sure.
You know, and that
You know what I'm
used to
saying?
be
That always been on the list.
And he talks like
originally.
it. He talks like it too. And
Facts,
you know
bro.
what I mean? Like,
That
you
was
know,
the originally
that's
one
not
of the goals.
that's
but
not
I
the
don't know about now.
Decatur. Hey, he been out of Decatur too goddamn
It,
long.
it comes and goes. It comes and goes.
I know. I'm just talking shit. I'm just talking shit.
Straight up. Straight up. But
Yo, for sure.
what's going on, family? It's your boy T-Rail, aka Big Kountry. We also have my boy DANT, and we got a special guest for y'all today, man. So get y'all drinks ready. You already know we toasting up to my boy Vincent, Nino, Greer, man. So,
What's happening?
yeah, man. So we got a Southwest Decatur legend in the building.
Pastor
legend.
O2 in the building. You know what I'm saying? O2. Yes, sir.
So we're gonna start this cheer thing I get used to.
Hey, man, they love me out here, brother. That's the same way when I missed that foul ball and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
good. Happy that you say that. Happy that you say that.
And look,
I
ironically,
was wondering about that.
You know what, Dad? Let's start there. Let's play the clip for the people because he said something about it. I know Dad got it.
Are we talking about this clip?
Yes, that clip,
Is
dog.
it that clip? That's the clip. We'll see your boy.
That guy did. He completely whiffed on it. Took a sideways bounce back. Got a great shot at it. Both of them. Neither one of those guys deserve that baseball.
Wow.
He said, why?
He can't believe it. All right, let's take it.
Bruh. What is going on?
And you know, bro, been playing baseball his whole life, dog.
Man.
But look, that video was deceiving because the way they found it came faster than how they slowed it down. This shit was fast.
I missed a baseball. Of course.
No, I'm saying the way it bounced. See, it bounced opposite. And I didn't think it was coming my way. I just happened to look that way. And then it just shot back. I'm like, oh shit. And then like and then I was already on 2 drinks, you know what I'm saying? So like reaction line a little slow.
Yeah.
Hey,
man.
Hey, look, let me tell you something, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with a good excuse when you turn 40, bro. You get to have that, bro.
Hey, but I'm sticking with that shit, dog.
Did you realize when did you realize that they had called it on, like, were you on like the Jumbotron or whatever? Or
Man,
did you
bro,
realize it later on?
All right, so let me tell you the backstory. So my job had an event at the game. Like they gave us tickets or whatever. So we was in the terrace in a little suite or whatever.
Okay.
So we, you know what I'm saying, we just came out, whatever, and when I did it, I went back upstairs into the room and everybody was like, yo, I just see you on, I think, bro, you might be on TV. You might be on TV. I was like, nah, hell no. And so like not even 10 minutes later, I'm getting like texts, boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
I see you on Instagram, I see you on TikTok, I see you on YouTube. I'm like, what? So I pulled it. I'm like, damn, they caught me, dog. He caught me.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. You said your job had some tickets for you guys. Explain exactly to Decatur, Georgia, exactly what you do, bro. Because I think it's important that Decatur, especially Wesley Chapel, Glenwood, all that area where they need to know what you do, bro. Explain what you do exactly.
So first, we 2020, 2021. We built Covington Highway Glenwood bridges at first. And so it was an extension 420 and 285.
That was getting ready for what they doing with the new spaghetti junction, they call it.
Right. So for people that don't know, I'm a surveyor. I build bridges. I'm the one that lay it out. I'm the one that get on top, make sure the columns is level, making sure everything is in compliance.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So they got it without survey. Survey is the second oldest profession, but besides prostitution, my boy. So like for real. So like you can't do nothing without survey. But anyway, it was everything because I was rebuilding the roads, you know what I'm saying, that I grew up on.
That's dope, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was like everything in itself. When they told us we got the job and the bid, I'm like, oh yeah, this my hood. You know what I'm saying? And so having those moments, even like just going off the off the site and just driving back to the road, bro. You know what I'm saying? I
Right.
pass Dan House, I pull up past Bob Matthews, make that right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they go Dan House on the right there. You know
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying? And
Right, exactly.
so yeah, man, it's a blessing, bro. So just
Shout out to
going,
Bourne
just
Road, man.
yeah, man. Shout out to Bourne Road, man, East
For
Side,
sure,
man, for
for sure.
real, man. But
Yeah.
everything it's a blessing, bro. I thank God that I'm able to grow with my age. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to
Man.
stay sane and to grow wiser and understand what life is about. You know what I mean? And
Hey, that's real.
understanding like
That's real.
and so it's, you know, I just, you know, been on a spiritual journey, man. Like even coming back to my home, building these bridges, bro. Like I used to pull up on my lunch break at Summergate Park, man. You know what I'm saying? Right there at the little
Yeah,
hood park,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
And
yeah.
just
Yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
know, and
What
shout out to my
Doomy live
shout out
over
to
there?
my Doom and Sonny. You know what I'm saying? Right
Yeah.
across the street
Yeah.
from that motherfucker. So
Yeah, shout out Doom. Bro.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Just going there, reflect, bro. And like I just really got, you know, just getting a lot of epiphanies and just like, hey man, this building bridges, this is even though the reality see the building bridges, I'm looking at it in a spiritual aspect. Men in the gaps,
Okay.
building bridges, you know what I'm saying? Like building those relationships with people. You know what I'm saying? It
Yeah.
starts with the foundation. You know what I'm saying? So as a
Okay.
surveyor, the things that we do, like we go out, we were the first people out on, you know, on the site, laying out, okay, this where the wall gonna go, this where the bridge gonna go. You know what I'm saying? This where the, you know, everything. So with that being said, just looking at just reflecting it and turning it into a life aspect. Hey, let me go back to my roots. Let me
Yeah.
look from within and understand who I am as a person. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That foundation. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And so
Man.
they're just going through life, man, and just transforming, bro, and understanding like we have a soul purpose. And
Yeah.
so what is our soul
Wow.
purpose? What are we here to do? You know what I'm saying? And so when
Man,
you go through
I don't know about you, Thorell, man, but between what he's spending right now in this background right here, I'm trying to. I don't know if I'm supposed to send him $50 or if there's some
I'm telling you,
special
bro.
water we supposed to be getting coming from him or some little packets of water or something. Like, I know, man, he's saying it.
About
No,
what
but
you're
I hear
saying,
you though,
though.
bro. Like,
yeah.
yeah, man, I feel such a connection. I'm sorry to cut you off, Thorell, and you
No,
too,
You good.
actually,
no, you
Vincent.
good, bro.
You know, I think we all kind of, when you've been a part of a community such that I think we all have been, you know,
Yes.
even though no
Yes.
matter how far away you get from it, you know, you still kind of hold it in your heart and, you know,
Yes, bro. That's why you
and
always
to,
that's why you forever, bro. That's why you forever,
yeah,
bro.
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
man. I appreciate
100.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
But I totally feel you, man. What was you about to say, Thurl? Not to
No, I
cut
was
y'all
gonna say,
brothers off. I just,
but no, because like listening to, he said he went on a journey, man. And one thing,
yeah.
so we've talked a little bit about what you really hear about, man. We really wanted to talk about your clothing brand too, and so I want
Yeah,
to touch
man.
on
Yeah.
that, man. Talk about your
Mhm.
clothing brand, bro, and how you inspired from. Like, cause listening to you talk, bro, your clothing brand touches that love. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for real.
I'm
You
telling you,
know what I
for
mean?
sure.
Aqua Rose, that shit
So
dope.
so
I
if you
probably
see
broke
that,
it up. He probably was going to get
so
right into it. And
like
I tore it up.
if you see it like so like you got the gold, you know what I'm saying, the heart of gold, and you know what I'm saying, you got the rose with the
Oh, that's
raindrops
fire.
on the petals, you know what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
saying? And my mantra is never stop loving. You know what I'm saying? You go back within yourself. So when you find love within yourself, that's when God gives you your purpose.
Wow.
Okay.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
so like we always like at the end of the day, you know, we always try to do what self know how to do. I know how to do this. I know how to do that. I know and
Yeah.
not being obedient. You know what I'm saying? Like when we go through it, it's a continuous cycle. But when you understand and being obedient and get that discernment that he gives you,
Hmm.
then
Very
you
true. Very
understand
true.
like what it is. So my clothing brand Aqua Rose Never Stop Loving, man. It's inspired by my daughter, man. My daughter Kendall.
Okay.
So like I love being a girl dad, bro. You know, they bring the sensitivity at you, you know what I mean?
Facts,
But
bro. Facts.
so like just her
Mm.
being and she's an Aquarius. So the water aqua, you know what I'm saying? So it
Okay. Okay.
represents And so we're coming into the Aquarian age, you know what I'm saying, with everybody, the spiritual consciousness, the awakening, and people
Okay.
find within themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when you see the rose represents on the physical earth, the physical world, love. When you see a rose, you think of love, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And so with the water is the knowledge that God gives you, the spirit that he gives you to blossom into that rose into this on this physical world.
Okay.
But the roots represent, if like before, when we came in this world, we came in with pure heart of gold. We came in with natural love. So
Very
when we
true.
go back to our roots, which is our heart of gold, then people will see you in that rose light out in this physical world. You know what I'm saying? And the thorns represent the protection that God gives us to continue to go and maneuver through this crazy world that we go through, bro. So with that being said, man, when you bloom into that rose, it's never stop loving, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
Wow.
I like that, bro. Look, Vince out here doing big things, bro.
Hey
Vince out,
man, look at
Vince out
this
here, hey,
here.
bro. I don't know who got. Hey, bro, Vince and one, bro. When you listen to the titles of their clothing
I
brand,
was I was just about to say, because Warren really got into, he broke down really, down to like the almost the etymology, it feels like,
yeah, Franco
of
Levant, and so
right. Yeah.
listening
And
to
so
Aqua
that
Rose,
that was really cool to see that, how much thought is going into all of it. It's
like
not just
Because
oh,
4,000
I need a
it's
name for this thing. That sounds
it's
good.
more, but it's more than just a
I
clothing
see
brand,
it,
bro.
man. I see
It's
it.
more than just a clothing brand. Like, so basically what I do is I'm recreating, like, so what we did in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up in the 90s. So all my shit is vintage clothing, you know what I'm saying? Those graphic t-shirts and shit that we used to, wear back in the day.
Yeah,
But I have
yeah.
but I got a spin to it. My spin to it is like those TV shows represented that kid feeling, that shit that we had inside. So I created, I added angel numbers to them, what
Okay.
Okay,
represents that show. So basically, like, say for instance, I got a shirt, with, poetic justice.
Okay.
Love it,
Yeah, okay. I saw
with
this one.
Tupac and Janet. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Lucky, you know what I'm saying? Lucky and Justice. What they call, you know what I'm saying? So
okay,
so basically, what I get out of that movie, you know what I'm saying? So 111 is the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you creating, you know what I'm saying? You putting it into existence.
Yeah.
okay,
You're
okay,
poetic. Your love is
Right.
poetic. So
Right.
let me
Okay.
write it out first. Let me envision it first. You see what I'm
all
saying?
right,
And
all
so
right,
each shirt gonna represent something. So when you
Yeah.
put it on, that's your cloak. That's your cloak. Like, man, yeah, it's throwback, but like, these numbers represent something. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like, when I put this on, like, this the love within me. Let me rock this. Let me wear this. Let me wear these numbers that I got right now so I can have that rose on that blossom, that bloom. You know what I'm saying? Like, people
Okay.
see me in that light. You know what I mean?
You know what? Your clothing line
Hell yeah.
feels like, this is gonna sound like a crazy analogy, but it feels like R&B and hip hop, like
It
actual hip
is.
hop.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Like it has
Yes.
so much
Yes.
more of a because
Yes.
music today don't really have soul anymore.
Yeah.
Whether you're talking about rap music or whether you're talking about
Yeah.
what they consider R&B, because it really ain't
Right.
at this point.
It's not.
More
Yeah, for
neo
sure.
soul if you want to look for
Right.
R&B now.
100.
But
But
you're
when you were talking about the era that he was even talking about,
yeah.
is right up in there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you sent us a design of it, and it feels that way too. It feels like R&B or hip hop. It feels like it has a lot of soul to it.
Okay. We'll
So
be
that's
getting
a
that.
big
Mhm.
difference than what
See.
we're used to in
Thank you.
general, man.
Right.
I think that's absolutely dope, bro. I'm excited about it, bro. I think what you're getting ready to do is gonna really help a lot of people, bro. It
Sure.
feels like you've fallen into your purpose. Um,
Yes.
where
Yes, for sure.
and where did that come from, bro? Like, where did you?
Thank you.
Because then I'm
I
gonna
was
ask you
about
the
to say
same
that.
question. I'm gonna ask you the same question, but you first, Vincent.
What
Where
is
did
my
your
what is
purpose
my
come from?
thing? So I can know that. I'll ponder that while he's talking, because I don't know what
Yeah,
my
you
thing
need to
is.
figure it out.
But
Let's go.
you you go ahead, Vincent.
Man, so
Maybe
man,
I'll
just
find it as I listen to you.
for sure. Like,
Yeah.
man, just growing, just first of all, like I said, foundation, my parents, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, my parents, like, now, shout out to Vincent and Vera, you know what I mean? Like,
Shout out.
They've been married for 46 years, bro. They've been together since 1976. They've been high school sweethearts. So the yes,
you gotta give it up for that one again too.
So the foundation, so the
not nothing,
so the
man.
foundation is there. You know what I'm saying? That's the foundation. And so, 100. I appreciate
That's
that.
What's up, man?
Like, it's a blessing, bro.
That's
like
crazy, bro.
It's it's humbling, bro. It's humbling.
So,
almost 50 years.
Just to keep you going, and that is fantastic, man. Shout out, like real. My parents have been married for a good long time too, but that right there is wow. To know that that's in the same generation as my parents, and they've been married for a long time, but wow. But yeah, just to keep that going, what Thurell was asking you, and then I guess I'll try and answer it myself too. But how did you know that this was the thing for you? That this was what your purpose was, as it were?
When
Like, what was
when
it
it's
that
not when it's
made
just
you
not
feel?
when it's just not something to do.
That's
It's something
true.
that you
I feel
love.
that. I feel that. When it comes
No,
natural.
like no matter what, no matter what, that like you embrace the challenges. You embrace whatever come with it. And it's not gonna stop whatever, it's not gonna stop you.
Yeah.
So like
Okay.
it's and I don't care, like I mean I've been working on this project for 2 years.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
it's slowly coming to fruition.
Yeah.
But that's what I said. But like it being said, like is when you love something, there's no time. It is
Okay.
we don't it is infinite. That's what love is. Love is infinite.
Uh-huh.
You feel where I'm going with it? So it's
Yeah.
like,
That's dope.
okay, this is what God called me to do, because I know in my heart is everything that I go through with it is humbling, is satisfying. Even when they messed up my shirts in China, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm finna drop my shirts and the print didn't come out right, the design didn't come out right. But
Yeah,
at one time,
we tried.
I
Okay.
was just trying to get it out, but I don't want to be like the norm. I don't want to be like everybody else. People like, man, you overthinking it. You overthinking it. You doing this, you doing that. No, I'm not.
Don't let nobody tell you that you're overthinking anything. This for
Yeah, that's what I'm
anybody
saying.
who's
That's why I
watching
said
you.
no. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's what I said.
anybody
That's
who's
how I
watching
said, no, I'm not. I'm not overthinking it. It's my pace.
Yeah.
And
Well,
so
no, because if you
when
put out something that's like, because the messaging that you giving, the vintage look comes with a certain quality, and you
correct.
can't. And once you put it out, it's out there. Like
Yes.
people who was gonna
Yes.
buy the second one ain't gonna buy the
Right.
second one because they got the first one
Right.
and it went right. So
Right.
most definitely, man, you planting the seed, as you say, bro. You're starting
Yes.
at the
There you
root,
go.
all right.
Yes.
So it needs to be where it needs to be from the beginning. Because at the end of the day, once you get a distributor to like push it or whatever site you push it on, man, you want to make sure that you keep people coming back. Because I think from what I saw, if it's a nice thick cotton like it's supposed to be,
Oh, it is for sure.
and it has
Absolutely.
that vintage look.
Yeah.
It was similar to the shirt you had on at the baseball game, really, if I'm being
Yeah. Yeah.
honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so
Yeah.
if it's something like that,
Mhm.
bro, it's gonna have an effect, bro, and it's gonna be a lot of kids that want it, and we need that slower pace look, right? Right now, everything is so fast, it's so computer
And
generated. It's
so I'm gonna pause you for a second, and I'm gonna take it back to 2015 when I started teaching, bro.
All right.
okay.
So when you said kids, it was fun. See, you see how God, he aligned things is natural. When you find people on that same vibration,
Fact.
things happen naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
when you said kids, now they come back like boom. Now we continue on the conversation, like, hey, so teaching, bro, like I started at Freedom Middle School, man. I was a paraprofessional. I was in special ed, bro.
Okay. Wow.
okay.
So first of all, it takes a special person. Like you
Yeah,
have to
it
have
does.
to even deal with that population. But
Yeah,
I don't see it. See, but what they taught me was love,
Yeah.
because that's what they have,
they
because
really
that's what
do,
they
bro.
you know what I'm saying? And it was an experience, because just dealing with our kind, bro. Like they never understood. Like, okay, I'm coming in, young guy. He juried up, J's on, but he's professional about it. But of course, in kids' eyes, like, oh man, he clean. I'm finna see what he on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So my energy alone, bro. Like I'm saying, God gives you that aura. He gives you that. You can't control that. You can't help that. You know what I'm saying? So why instead of hating, embrace it. And so it's sad that our own kind, it was our teachers that, you know what I'm saying? Like these are the teachers that were still being phased out, about to retire. So they stuck in their ways a little bit. So they don't understand the coaching. So they, you know what I'm saying? Like, so the kids clung to me, man, and they like, man, why they always Mr. Greer, man? What's up with Coach G, man? Like, why did, bro? I love kids, bro, and that's our foundation, man. That's our future, bro.
Sure.
And so, like, just going through life into 2026 right now, as I'm talking to you guys, God set that up, just reflecting on all the things from being a teacher, from picking up trash, from being a maintenance person in a apartment building, now being a survey manager for a $1 billion company. You know what I'm saying? So, but all the professions taught me what it is now. Picking up
Ooh.
trash, humbling.
That boy talking about how you put life lessons in simple situations because they exist, right? They exist, right? So now, because you done got a good point, and now I'm about to ask Dant because I already know what Dant's purpose is, and now we're gonna connect the two because Dant's purpose is in the same area. He don't know it, but I know it. So then let's see what you got, Dant, because I got you, man.
Do you? I think I have always been curious about what that thing is. I think I'm a person in search of what that thing is. And so I'm of the belief that I haven't achieved that because I'm still in pursuit of it. But in the pursuit of it, I give myself to the community a lot to
Exactly.
I give them my time, my energy, and everything that's not given to my family is given to my community in some way or another. Whether it be, my day job, when I'm working with kids all day long, whether it's the public and private boards that I'm serving on, that takes up a lot of time. When you bunch them all up together, and yeah, just everything that we do as a family too. I mean, I think that you're right. And everything that connects that you talked about that connected you back home, is why we do what we do. Because, even in a way, what we're doing here serving this community still makes me feel like I'm doing right by where I came from.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because,
Absolutely.
caring for my home and my community is what I was taught. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
And so when we realized that this was home, that's what we started doing. We put time and energy into
I like it.
into making our community better.
I like it.
What's
So
dope
it's
about
all
what
in there,
you're saying.
man. Yeah. It's all in there, man. And I do think you're right. It comes from the parents. It comes from the family, the community around you because uh my folks and his folks and everybody else all had some kind of way of connecting with the community. Like my dad was a football coach, in the
my coach.
community,
Shout out to
and he
Coach
coached,
Collins, baby. Yes,
Coach
sir.
Collins. He coached a lot of
Yes,
people.
sir. Yes,
My
sir.
career
that's
ended
crazy.
with Coach Collins, but but a lot of people, went through that, and that was his contribution. I don't, and I think we have to see that kind of good in everybody, that kind of contribution in what everybody is doing. You think you're just out here coaching some ball and but you really are making an impact.
bro.
You're giving somebody a place to go.
never
You're
forget
being right. You're being what somebody might not have
For sure.
and desperately needs,
Yes.
and so I think a lot of time when you're talking about being placed at the right place at the right time, I think sometimes you get a coach for the right reasons at the right time who telling you the right thing that's gonna carry you to the next level. And
always
if you had
protect it,
not
baby.
played on that
Protect
team,
it,
you
man.
might not have got that information from the person you need to get it from. And so all those people are community helpers in my view. Even when you talk about, custodians, we call them straight up janitors when we were kids, but there's no shade on anything, whatever you decide to call them, they keep our communities clean. And when you become a homeowner, that becomes paramount to you. You don't want to walk around your neighborhood looking at garbage, looking at trash. And so you start to have a real admiration for the people who are caring for your community. And
you know what?
You start to take a role in that.
I think the biggest thing that I'm realizing is your parents been married for Vincent, your parents been married for 46 years. My parents been married for 40 years. And then Dant's parents been married for a good 30
plus. Yeah,
you know
33, 34 years. Yeah.
So it's crazy to see, like, it's a gap that we're missing in our communities, right? And like now, we're not gonna fix the gap, but what we can do is offer the love and the guidance we were given to the kids that we affect. And I think that does that all the time. That is a teacher. You know what I mean? Now, whether you
exactly.
whether you realize that it's part of your purpose and part of your goal. One thing that you told me a long time ago, Dan, I never forget. I remember we were talking, and you were the lead teacher in one of your classes, and you were like,
"This must have been preschool, pre-K." Yeah,
yeah. And you said people don't realize how smart these kids is. Like they really underestimate how much kids can pick up, how much kids can learn.
Oh yeah, that does sound like me. I have said that, something like that before a while. Yeah, and I think it's absolutely true. Yeah. Those teaching preschool changed my almost like my philosophy on education. I mean, they teach you about it teaches you, when you go and you learn the stuff in school, it's very almost kind of clinical, even the stuff about how to connect with them, but when you go in and actually set about making inroads and building some kind of uh trust relationship there where they will listen to what you have to offer. When I started doing that with preschool kids, and I just took the same concepts I learned and brought them down a little bit and plus the program that this particular place had was fantastic. And so kind of married those things together. And I was like, wow, I've never seen anything like this. And those kids, all of those kids who are now somewhere between, I don't know, 17 and 23
Ain't that crazy? Less time. You see how, man, bro, you said
killing it right now.
Damn, but we
Yeah. I mean, my own kid is 15, you know what I mean? And that is wild. But those kids are, I mean, they're like really doing it, watching them grow up and graduate from high school. I serve on a board that I was with, the zoning board, and my friend is also the chair, but I taught his son. Shout out to Tom. He just graduated just recently, and he was one of my favorite students.
You might not want to say
so proud of him. Yeah, I will. Yeah. Everybody knows that we have our own thing. That's the thing too, that you really don't realize. There is a such thing as favorites, but you can have several favorites. A favorite for different reasons. You know what I mean?
Right, for sure.
It's because too, you got a story for each one of these kids. Now I would hope that they don't hear this just because they would know that I only know about 10% of their names. But I remember things about each one of them, and that's kind of what makes it special. We have our own thing, it's kids that aren't, they just kind of come and check in. Sometimes they come by the room or whatever the case is.
They don't think you a student, bro. Like
I'm telling you,
elementary school kids. Elementary school kids. So I definitely seen, I was telling them last week that one of the after school worker dudes called me Unc. And I was like, bro.
For the first time?
First time it ever happened to me, bro. I was taken aback because I was like, he must have been, I've been here by myself. I was like, he had to have been talking to somebody else, bro.
So like looking back, like, what's going on?
Yeah, man, but honestly, I did take it as a sign of honor. Plus, we know so many people. Just being real, we all went to SWD, man. It was a tragedy every other. You know what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
we all have lost people, and know people who never made it even this far.
This
You know,
far.
never got through their
Right.
20s, probably never even got to their 20s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's one big reason why I'm just so proud that we all are up here and just continuing. I'm so proud to see all the things that people in our class were doing and have done and will do, whether I see them that much or not, you know. But yeah, it's just I'm just proud of everybody, man. You know,
For
we've been
sure.
I
hanging in
think
there because so many people just didn't see it, man.
I
You
think it's
know.
a privilege. You know what? Right now, the South DeKalb area is kind of, you know, we got to get it back on speed. But it was a privilege to grow up where we grew up. Now, when I say that, I mean like anywhere in the Decatur, Stone Mountain, South DeKalb area. I think it was a privilege to be black and be
Oh
kids in
yeah.
the areas where we from.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
That was one of the South DeKalb
Our
areas.
era was just
It was a
amazing.
predominant. I don't know if
Yeah.
I don't know if that was true, but I heard like the South DeKalb area was like one of the most wealthiest like black
Oh, it was.
communities in
Yeah.
the nation, bro.
At
yeah,
You
that
know what
one
I'm
time
and
for
two.
saying?
It
sure.
was
So
1 and 2. It was 1 and 2.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
run,
yeah,
and even now it's still in the top 5,
The
and that's what's crazy is
yeah.
people.
At that time, it was what? Maryland, Prince George's County,
yeah,
Maryland,
Prince
and
George County,
DeKalb
me
yeah,
and
County.
us.
Yeah.
Yep,
yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Or,
yeah.
you know, it was always kind of a flip flop, which, you know, that's great. I think prosperity like that is great. And the fact that we came, you know,
From
through
that,
that, not
yes,
really even
yes,
knowing it at the time. It wasn't until like we
right.
went to college and kind of people were looking at us. Remember that, Thorell? Kind of
Yeah,
looking at us
bro.
like we came from like, oh, y'all rich, like rich. You know,
Man,
it's like,
hell
you know,
no.
y'all dudes from Decatur. Y'all dudes from Atlanta. Like, what?
You know
Okay.
what? No, but you know what though, bro? Straight up, Vince. I don't know where you went to school at.
Morehouse.
Morehouse. You stayed in the city. Then you
Everybody
good.
already know us.
You know, Morehouse, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Hey man, I clap to that, bro. Yeah, Morehouse man for
Yeah.
sure. No, but going to school out of state, because I was the first freshman to drive a car to school. Like nobody else was doing that. They
That's
weren't
true.
even supposed to. And I
I'm
remember,
glad he was my roommate. You
bro,
know,
That's
facts.
tough.
We
518
were
That's
was
tough.
was
everywhere.
right because the rail had
Yeah.
a car. Yeah. Yes,
Facts. We were
sir.
everywhere. And I remember driving to school and I was sitting in traffic, bro. And every car around me had a white person in it. And everybody everywhere seemed like only the white people. And like you don't realize that being in Atlanta that you're that privileged. But when you go out of state and go to school, you realize, bro, black people don't live like we live
Yeah.
in. Like
Not
literally,
to
bro.
mention,
I
downtown Raleigh was super white 20 years ago as well.
Bro, I
Yeah.
sat in my car and cried, bro. I sat in my car in traffic.
Culture shock.
No.
I'm
Culture
18
shock.
Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
man,
Yeah.
what? I tears came out of my eyes because I'm watching like poor black
It's
people
like
walk
we're
down the
outnumbered.
street. Yeah, and we the only people driving, bro. It was
Yeah.
you have to go to a certain part of Raleigh to see black people in cars, bro,
Yeah.
or black people with nice cars. But
Yeah.
and even when I go to
Not
Tennessee,
anymore
it's like,
though.
not anymore for sure. It's
Not
definitely different.
anymore.
I was up there
It's
the other
definitely
week.
come up, you know. It's
Yeah,
definitely
man. But
come up.
back then,
So it's
man,
been a pleasure to be able to see that. It's almost kind of a ground floor thing to know what it was when we got here and to see what it is today, you know,
bro.
and to
That's
know
tough.
that
That's
hey, I
tough.
might have played
That's
some kind of
tough.
small role in there somewhere, you
You
know.
did. You did.
You
Shit.
did. You
So
were city
Yeah.
council, baby. You were city.
I didn't
You,
win. I
you was
ran.
still.
So
Don't tell
it's
So
nobody,
only
man.
what
You
I'm
just
me.
saying
you was
is
starting out.
I just want to keep the
But you still.
nomenclature correct, you know.
But the thing, yeah,
But
I
that
mean,
did make a
understood. But
change in my life
yes,
as well
bro.
because
Come on, bro.
the minute that happened to me, you know, I got some recognition for that took me into a different direction and
See,
you know,
yeah, that's all it
and
was.
then I
That's
was
it.
able to you know, make some I don't know. I was able to have some effect there too. And so you know, I do think that there is something to being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. You know,
Yeah,
Bro,
I think you're absolutely right. Yeah,
I feel like that was part. Like, so you now I can't tell you what your purpose is, bro. Only you can. But I do feel like knowing you for as long as I have, and to be privileged to watch your journey so far, I do feel like your
thank you.
purpose has been the kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying that's your final purpose because I believe you're
I
supposed to
don't
be.
know.
I feel like he's supposed to run a Fortune 500 company, bro. Like straight up,
For
bro.
sure.
You know, and that
You know what
used
I'm
to
saying?
be
That always been
that
on the
was
list.
And he talks like
originally
it. He talks like it too. And you
Facts,
know
bro.
what I mean? Like,
that
you
was
know,
originally
that's
one
not
of the goals,
that's
but I
not
don't
the
know about now.
Decatur. Hey, he been out of Decatur too goddamn
It,
long.
it comes and goes. It comes and goes.
I know. I'm just talking. I'm just talking.
Straight up. Straight up. But
Yo, for sure. Hey
Yeah.
man, hey 48 laws, my boy. Gotta
Yeah.
play the game. Gotta
Yeah,
play the
man.
game.
thanks,
Yeah.
man.
But
So
the real, you don't get away though. You know, dial yourself into this conversation, man. Talk about your journey a little
Yeah,
bit.
man, for sure,
yeah, no,
man.
like
Yes.
so,
You
you
know.
know, I graduated from school and didn't even plan on going to college. I wanted to go to Morris Brown, and when it closed down, I was like, I ain't going to college.
Damn,
And
you
then,
should have went.
then
Should have went.
one, Lawan McKee, shout out to Warren again. He
Shout out
taught me into
Warren.
coming to school to play the drums, and I was like, well, if I go play my drums for another couple of years, I'll come up here and play my drums. You know what I'm saying? But in that time, man,
Shout out Death Row, you know what I'm saying?
hey,
Death Row,
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah, shout out to
shout
Death
out.
Row. We actually have Death Row Day coming up this weekend, so it's gonna be dope.
Oh, where?
Okay.
It's Southwest, man. We do Death Row Day, so all the alumni come together for the last 30 years of members. We gonna be at the school. We sell food, all that type of stuff, bro. It's dope.
Hey man, what
You
up,
know,
everybody? Man, what up?
Yeah, it's a real thing.
that's what's standing. I
Yeah,
like it.
Death Row has created a lot of percussion sessions.
Oh, for sure, bro. Like drumline, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah,
and
nobody.
I be like, hey, man, that's us. I be telling people like that's my school. That's my school,
Hey,
bro.
for real, it
Hey,
feel.
Thanks,
Hey,
bro.
yeah.
hey, bro. Like, ain't nothing like Saturday shit. We were the first first high school to ever have a reality show. Fuck you mean? Like,
Come
come
on,
on, bro.
bro.
Thanks,
Like
bro. Man, we never talk about that.
Yeah,
A real
that's
reality show,
right.
bro.
Yeah,
yes, bro.
yeah,
Yep.
Yes, on Peachtree TV, boy. Hey,
Yep.
yeah. We were up here too by the time that happened, right?
We was
Yeah,
watching it from
yeah.
here. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah.
But no, man, it was, it's I think my purpose at this point in my life is to touch, people. My personality, man, is definitely here to
Dope,
comfort. I comfort a
dope,
lot of people in moments.
dope.
Um,
Yes, yes, bro.
they say sometimes you feel like you need comforting, but I'm like, I get my comfort from helping other people. I get
Mm.
my
See,
self-worth from making
you know, there
making
you
people
go.
feel better. And
There
I
it
didn't
is.
realize that. I didn't realize that at first. But then I tell you, bro, I've always been a selfless person. I've always been
Yeah, man. I
a
tell you what,
person.
I don't think I would have survived college without you, and that is
That's
real.
tough.
Appreciate that,
You
bro.
know, no,
Hey
it's
man,
for real
goddamn.
because
Appreciate that.
and I think the real will
What
tell
it
you
said? What the
this.
clap said? Goddamn. Let's put the claps up.
He got the
There you
clap.
go. Yeah. Give
I
yourself
clap
some
it up.
goddamn
I clap it
boy.
up for you, brother. I clap it up for
Man,
you, man. I
yeah.
love you, man. I
For
wouldn't have
sure.
made it without you, and but you know that though. Like we've talked about that, and he knows me too. I've always been a little bit on the anxious side, a little bit neurotic sometimes, and having a roommate like that who could calm me down, who I could trust. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I could go on and on. I could overthink something. I could go off on a deep dive, and he'll just be like, after hearing all of it,
Yeah, for sure.
after having listened to it and heard all of it, just kind of be like, yeah, but, and then just like one line his way
Yeah.
out of it, and I would be like, all right, yeah, all right, I'm
You
tripping.
know what? Somebody told me I'm good at doing
You
that. I
know.
don't remember who said it. They was like, bro,
Yeah,
you good
just
at just answering
disarms
shit,
you
just
really
letting shit
quick,
go.
you know.
You
It
know?
disarms you really quick, and I really love that. And I needed it, but we promised each other when we first got into being roommates with each other that we were gonna make sure that we helped each other do as best we could, you know.
Yeah,
We
that was
picked each
that was
other up,
promise.
we pushed each other out the door every day when we needed it, you know. Picked up the slack when the other one didn't have it, you know. I mean, shoot, I met, and I'll always say this, you know, I met my wife because of him, you know. So the life and
Yeah.
family that I have wouldn't be the same without having known him. And so you do have that effect on people, you know, because after we left the dorms, we moved into our first apartment together, you know, and so
Facts.
it's, you know, and I don't think I would have changed anything like that about myself because I had time to kind of embrace being away from that bubble of family that I had that I didn't realize I needed so much. You know, I'm thinking I'm kind of a solitary dude. I can be anywhere, but once I was here, I was literally like a fish out of water. you
I
know,
think that
and
was
that was that kind of normalcy that kind of held me steady the whole
for
time
sure.
I was there, you know.
For sure. I think that was probably one of the
But all the bros from there too, you know, but especially Darrell and our other roommate Steve. Shout out Steve.
shout out Steve, bro. Like
Shout out
straight up.
Steve. I
I'm
don't
with
want to leave
Steve.
Steve out, man. Steve made me feel safe too. Steve
He's
gonna make you
strong
feel
ass.
safe
He's
when you
strong
out
ass.
there. Yeah.
What,
Yeah.
Steve Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Steve
Make
was
him
our
feel
roommate
safe.
too. Actually, our room
Yeah.
was a 3-party. It was a weird thing that happened. So Steve didn't show up right away. I pulled up. I didn't know Thorell was gonna be there. I pulled up, saw Thorell, and Thorell and I had become like super fast friends over the last year or so.
Right
And
there. And then
uh and
last year
I
before we went
pulled
to
up
see.
with my folks, and Shaw had been kind of a decision made within the last month, you know. And so I showed up and I saw Thorell sitting at the stairs of the dorm, and I was like, are you kidding? You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, mama, look who it is. And I got out and we both kind of looked at each other like, yeah. And he said to me, hey, you know, you trying to room? And I thought to myself, I forgot altogether that Steve had said to me, hey, you want to be roommates when we go up there? And I said, yeah. We got up here and Thorell said, you want a room? I'm like, yeah. Completely forgetting about it. And so we get the room, and then Steve show up sometime later. I'm talking about we got the room set up and everything, you know. Remember? Because our parents were
Yeah.
gone by then. And so we got the room
Yeah.
set up and everything. And so Steve comes, and then he sees that we're in the same room. He was like, all right, you know, I'll be right back. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I hope I didn't like disrespect him or, you know, make him feel like, you know, he come back with keys. Like, all right, we got another room we can all move to.
Then he came back
Just
with a
like that.
3-party room out of nowhere.
Came back with a 3-party room. And so that's where 518 comes from. 518 housed
Yeah.
3 people instead of 2. And so he
So
put us
like,
all together into a family, man.
so
Yeah.
that's tough, man. But so
Yeah.
I love numbers, bro. So you know what I mean. 518 equals 14, bro.
Okay.
And so like spiritually, like I'm
I'm trying to
like
keep up with
you. No, I mean you gotta understand. I'm trying to send something to y'all guys through the chat real quick.
you. Okay.
I'm gonna copy and paste it real quick. But yeah, man, it's basically if you break it down, it represent leadership, new beginnings, and independence,
Okay.
stability, structure, and discipline.
Okay.
You
Okay.
you have freedom with responsibility. You see what I'm saying? What y'all doing now? You see what I'm saying? Like y'all got so it's not things. It wasn't on purpose. This wasn't on purpose. I mean, not it was not. Let me rephrase it. It was on purpose,
Right.
but in the aspect of not knowing what was going to transpire.
Mm.
So those numbers 518 means a whole lot than what y'all really actually mean, bro. Like, cause if y'all had to agree on this, y'all had to agree on that. You feel what I'm saying? And
You
for
know
Okay.
y'all
what's
to
crazy?
even
That's a big statement because it took like so when Steve first got the room, he was just coming to pull Dant. Me and Steve weren't close like that. And him and Dant were closer at the beginning, right?
right, yeah,
Me and
yeah.
Dant met each other like last year of high school. He had somebody ran Dant off the road, and we had talked a couple times, but he needed a ride home. And I gave him a ride home. We became close
Man,
enough.
well, y'all roll, bro. Crazy.
Bro,
Yeah, man.
it's crazy how everything connected. Because when we got to school, I was like, damn, who gonna be my roommate? They had already made me and Dant roommates, bro.
That's
That's what I'm
right.
saying. You
And
see,
so,
you
That's
see what I'm
right.
saying? So
yeah,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
bro, it's
That's
not.
right.
It's, bro. Life is a beautiful thing when you
And we
stay
didn't
true to
even know each
yourself.
other were going there.
That's the thing.
Hell
You
no, we
know.
didn't
You're
know
not
either one of
see,
us.
but man, that's why I'm saying like this shit gonna thrive, bro. This 518 shit gonna thrive, bro. Like you gotta
I
Man,
understand,
appreciate
like,
that,
brother,
man.
I
oh, for
appreciate that.
sure, bro. You gotta understand, like, how y'all resonating the shit, bro. it's what we need. It's therapy, bro. This should be therapy, man. I be listening. It's really therapy, bro, because it's
Hey,
like,
man, that's what's up,
it
man.
really like, because people really be going through shit, bro, and like mental health is a really a fucking thing. You know what I'm
for real.
saying?
For real.
And you know what we had to realize as men is knowing that you have a problem, or knowing that you can humble yourself and say, hey man, because the ego shit, bro, that ego shit to kill you, bro. You gotta understand, like, hey man, I need help. It's okay. I got you, brother. Open arms, bro. That's why you gotta have those people around you in that circle that you know what I'm saying, that you can go to. That's why they say birds of a feather flock together. That's why they say hang around the people that's better than you, like spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to you that's in order to grow, in order to understand what you're here for. And man, I can talk like this shit all day because it's a beautiful thing, man. It's like, as you get older, like, you know, you know what I'm saying, being a teenager and shit, I'm like, man, I'm gonna start going to church, man, da da da. But shout out to, you know, that and it created that created a foundation for me for now. You know what I'm saying? Because of it instilled that in me to understand, to go look, to go search, to go find what the, you know, for myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I found it, bro. Now it's time to resonate it, because that's what he wants. He wants you to find your purpose, and now I want you to give back, because that's what it's about.
I want that, man. I mean, I'm just gonna be real with you. You know, me and my wife talk about this all the time, and you know, that is one thing that I do personally seek for myself. I mean, I know that I work all of my efforts are toward, you know, the benefit of my family. You know what I mean, first and foremost, because those two people are, you know, all I got up here. You know what I'm saying? Like literally all I got. You know what I'm saying? And so everything is for them. But you know, even my wife tells me, you know, she allows me time out of the family to go out and be fulfilled in working in the community, because she say all the time, like, you just can't say no. You know, when somebody comes
So that
and
sound
they
like
come
me,
to
bro.
me, like, you just can't say no.
Yeah.
And but I think, you know, it's got something to do with just feeling the need and finding that purpose and wondering if that was the thing I was supposed to do. You know, like, that's what really sticks at me. Like, what was I supposed to help that person? Was I supposed to, what if I didn't do it? What if I, you know what I mean? But that discernment, which she also, she's very, you can tell, like, she is my everything, because my counsel
Look at
goes
you
back to,
smiling. You smiling.
she's the first thing that
You
I go back to. Well,
smiling.
she said, you know what I mean? But tells me all the time and reassures me, like y'all were talking about discernment, that you know, that I guess that's a quality that I have that has helped, that has, you know, really served
Help you
me
maneuver, for
up
sure.
this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't know, man. But I think it is something to all of that. You're right, because we ended up, all of us didn't know that we were coming up here, and it ended up being a family of all of us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was
it
so
did.
many of us that were just like, wait, y'all, wait, what? Like, it
See, you
got,
see what I'm saying?
and
Yeah.
over the years it grew, you know, to something, and we all, you know, I think mean a great deal to each other now. Even, I mean, even us who were just acquaintances at SWD became like real honest to goodness, look at each other like family,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, we
And
call
that's
each other
crazy.
all the time. We call each other
Yeah.
all the time. Our
And that's
brother
crazy.
Corey, you know, he just lost his dad.
Yeah, man.
And matter of
Shout out
fact,
to Mr. Brayon, man. He was
shout
another
out to Mr.
community
Brayon.
dude, man, that was always there. You know what I'm saying?
He was the
And you
voice
saw him
of
undoubtedly.
Southwest
If you
Decatur.
went to Southwest Decatur, you saw him up there. You know, he was always
For
there,
sure.
taking care of us, man. Yeah, shout out
Not just that, man. He was
to the
literally
whole
the voice
family.
of Southwest Decatur Marching Panthers, bro.
He
He was
was,
the
man.
voice.
Yeah, I
He
saw
was.
it. Yeah, I
He was
saw
that
it. Yeah,
nigga.
oh, he
Yeah.
was. I mean, you know, like,
Yeah.
on all the
Literally the
videos that,
voice.
you know, that's him. Like,
Yeah.
you know
Yeah.
who that is.
You
You know
know
what I'm
that
saying?
voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
it's been a somber week, to say the least.
Yeah.
But honestly, man, because we get into the closing point, but before I close, Vince, when Dant talks about his wife, bro, it makes me so happy. Mostly, not just because I introduced him, because she give him a hug every day when he come home, bro. Who you know do that?
That's
I think
tough.
that's dope, bro. I think that's dope.
That's tough.
Who don't want that, bro? I feel like we missing that, bro. Whenever he come home from work and he come in the house, his wife give him a hug, bro. Like no matter what happens, bro.
And we had movie tickets across town, so I got home at I told you the movie was at 4:00. I got home and the dog he's got an issue with his paw, so we've been kind of concerned about him. Don't worry, going to the vet, have it looked at tomorrow. And then our air was acting a little bit floopy too. But so when I walked in, I'm getting all the data on this, and it's like we got to get ready and turn around and leave anyway. And then I had to go to the bathroom, you know how it be. And then but that was the first thing. I walked in the door, she came over, hugging the kid, and then kind of briefed me on everything that was going on, and then we left. But that is just, it's so much like, I think when I first mentioned it and we were talking about it, I didn't even realize what I had just said. That like, that's something that she does every day when I come in the house. And I was like, what?
It's
like
small
every day?
things,
like,
bro. The small things, bro.
That shit is this small, bro, but it means this
but
much,
it means a lot.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because when it doesn't happen, for whatever reason, you notice that it's not there. The absence of it speaks very loud.
But you know what, though? That speaks to where we are, right? Because everything that we're talking about are all small things that add up to a big thing. From the way that you are with kids, from Vincent, the way that you entered into the school system and realized then that, okay, that wasn't a big thing, but you noticed the nuances that made the difference, right? And you've been able to connect them through bridges. Because let's be honest, building bridges is what connects communities.
Correct.
That saying right there, building bridges is what connects communities. So,
that's a full circle moment.
Yeah, exactly, man. So to get to the point that we are here now, man, I think it's been incredible. Vincent, Aqua Rose, we're looking forward to seeing the name of that brand. Matter of fact, bro, we need you to send us some graphics so that we can kind of put it throughout when we're doing what we're doing.
Okay.
But Aqua Rose, we're definitely looking forward to seeing what it does, man, and what you.
I want to come back too.
When it's releasing, bro, we're gonna give you the same love that we give our other homeboys. So when it's ready to release, bro, pull up, say, hey, look, I got the prints in, man. They here. This is what I really want to push. We're gonna bring you on. We'll have another conversation. You can come and you can show what you got.
For sure.
Man,
and you got a key, man. How you got here today, you'll always be able to use it. All right. And
man.
518, baby.
You got a key to room 518, man, and you're an official friend of the pod, man. We love you. We
love
go all the way back to
boy,
4th grade, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I know, bro. Yes,
and
bro.
so that ain't lost on me. We were the little guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we were always on front of all the class pictures in the front, right there in the class.
Let me tell you something. We were always.
I ain't never been in the front of class pictures.
I know you.
You always in the back. They put the Giants in the back.
Right,
the big and we ain't never had to kneel down or nothing either. You know how they made the other people kind of tall, kneel down. We were just standing right there in the front.
They were like, "What? You gotta sit down, dog. You gotta sit down."
But who showed out in field day though?
Who showed out on field day? Come on, pull up.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, tell them we were showing out on them. So we already knew what was up, man. And so I feel like
shout out to my boy Napoleon, the short guy.
Hey, man.
You know what I'm saying?
And we was all good too. We was all good too. I remember being real proud of us all. We all had, we played sports, and then we had our foray into music as well. And then I remember as we left elementary school, went to middle school, and I think I went more musical, and you still had a foot in, but you were going more sports still.
Yeah.
And I remember going, okay, by the time we got to high school, it was like you on sports and I'm on music. And then I'm just like, I felt myself get a little bit taller than you, but then I watched Vincent get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was like, we don't look right no more.
Hey, bro.
Something's wrong with this.
Hey, bro,
this dude Jack now, and I'm just a beanpole.
Both of y'all personalities never read small. As a person who was I was always amongst the taller people at Southwest DeCap.
Sure.
Surprise.
Never read small. I was so eccentric at one point. I was too close to the streets a little bit, really, in high school. But I used to go. And the thing is, me and Vince ain't had no reason to know each other, but I always knew Vincent in high school. You know?
Yeah, vice versa.
Exactly, bro. It's crazy, bro, because we didn't. I don't know none of the people Vincent know other than knowing Vincent, but we always connected. And
cool
with
dude,
that,
man.
bro, I used to always watch DANT push everybody so hard in the fucking band, bro. It used to be crazy. I used to be like, that nigga's a psycho. I remember, I remember thinking that was crazy, bro, because
he's
he
exaggerating,
so hard,
Mom. He exaggerating.
Nah, but
you worked so hard, bro. You worked so hard. It wasn't psycho in a bad way, but you worked hard to be great. Your trombone section in high school was probably one of the best high school trombone sections that I can remember hearing.
And we used to go back and forth on trombone and Bob that chill there.
And we did. That's what I'm saying. I felt so bad. Yeah, I'm like, my bro, I got my bro. You know, we two short dudes with the trombone case. I mean, come on, man. It writes itself, man. It writes itself.
We go
he left me.
First and second chill. Back and forth. Oh, like,
I didn't even know
he left me out there, but he made me, that competition made me better.
I played trombone, bro. All the way up to Chapel Hill. And then, like, after 7th grade, man, I was like, man, this sports shit for me, dog. But one thing I always say though, bro, regardless, bro, Southwest DeKalb band, if you don't know, you don't know, bro. Like, I wasn't in it, but I was in it though, cause you just feel like the football team and the band, you know what I'm saying? Like,
package deal, man.
Bro, straight up, bro. Who's in the same bro?
You know what? I think that's so interesting too to get into real quick. I know we're winding down on time, but that's so interesting to get into because, you know, the trope growing up, you know, you see on TV and what you might hear is just like, oh, band geeks and this and that, and in football they gonna stuff you in your locker and this, that, and the other. Now y'all were Stone Cold stunning people out there, and they ain't gonna never forget it. Though I didn't get got. I'm gonna tell you this here. I never got stunned. I walked down that mud staring every dude in the eye like I wish it would. It's gonna go down in this mud.
You know it was respect though. You know what I'm saying? We had to
you know what I'm saying? I was nervous every single time though. Let me tell you, I was nervous every single time I went down that hall. You see them lined up and I'd be like, dang, I can't even turn around. Right, I can't even turn around because they done seen me. You know,
the locker room and the band room right next to each other. So shit. Like,
but you know what, bro? I never had that problem. As a percussionist,
you're a giant, bro. Who gonna stun you?
Big, bro.
Nobody no, because the percussion section had a different respect from the football team.
It was Death Row, bro. Y'all Death Row, bro. Like,
bro. Like Death Row was Slick was a gang in his own right, bro.
It was Death Row.
I remember I ain't gonna lie to y'all. True story, and I'm gonna say this before we leave. I remember being a freshman in high school, and I tried. You know, how you go to the cafeteria, you try to sit at a table.
Yeah.
Told me I couldn't sit there. Now, I wanted to say something, but I was like, I'm a freshman. I just go ahead and move. The next day, the whole section came and sat at bro table and made him move for me. Like, dead serious, bro. I was like, I was a freshman. He might have been a junior or a senior. They made him move and told me to sit down. I was like, because I went to practice talking about like, dang, man, he chumped me off. And Jimmy and Carlton was like, where he was at. All right, we'll see if we'll be in lunch. And they made him move. And I was like,
Carlton, shout out to Jimmy, shout out to Carlton.
Yeah, bro. He gave me the nickname. He gave me the nickname Big Kountry. Jimmy Poke Shot.
Yeah. Oh wow. Origin story.
Yeah,
started with a seat in the cafeteria. Wow.
Facts, bro. Facts. But
man, we learning today, man. We learning about each other today, man. I like that. Yeah, you're gonna have to come back. You gonna have to come back. Man. This VG's new right here, man.
We ain't talk about the goddamn C boy like
there's still so much.
Days,
we gotta have another day, bro.
We gotta have another day.
When you come back, bro, when you get to everything, when you get your clothes set up, because I know they coming. I know you already got it in order.
Oh, it's all right. I'm gonna sing y'all. I'm finna sing y'all some shit. All
right, bro. All right. So send it to us, man. We got to get another day, like maybe 2 months from now, probably. But that should be right before school come back, or a little bit.
I'm down.
We'll get it going. Yeah. We'll make sure we'll respect everybody's time, you know, as we do.
Hey man, I ain't got whatever. Like I'm down. Like
the real know, I'm always down to do the work.
Down,
I mean,
so
maybe this might be my purpose. You know, maybe this might be my purpose.
Shit don't happen by coincidence, bro. When you see, people gotta understand discern. You gotta have, even though you have discernment, you still gotta be obedient.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry Springer's final thought. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
All right,
You know
man.
what?
I love that.
I like that. You got to be obedient. So, man, it's been, as we always say, man, we got my boy Vincent, Nino, Greer. We got my boy DANT, and of course, I'm Big Kountry.
Big Kountry.
And again, this is another Room 518 episode. And as we always say, you know, we're here to push the culture forward to where it wants to be, and we want to make sure we get it there on time.
Every time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Man, it's been great, bro. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all take care.
Yeah.
Take care, bro.